David, first of all, we're here at the Emirates, where in September it'll be Arsenal legends v Real Madrid legends. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling great about it. Straight away, the thoughts of when we played in the Bernabeu come back to my mind, and yeah, it was a tricky game, but a great game. You know, to go back to the Bernabeu, or not go back, but go there for the first time for me, because I'd never played there. So I think there was over 65,000 people there. So it was a pressure game. But one that was just for a fantastic cause, you know, and hopefully we can get the Emirates full and raise a lot of money.
And what's it like pulling on that Arsenal shirt again, being in the dressing room with the lads, Pat Rice obviously there as well? Is it special to be back around your teammates?
It's great, you know, and what's different is that, you know, I'm playing with Arsenal teammates that I've never played with before, you know, because of different teams and different years. It's it's strange, but it's brilliant to get back in the dressing room and have the laughter, you know, the laughter and the banter, and it's good fun. But we've still got to go out there on the pitch and do our stuff, which you know, when you're my age, it gets a little bit harder.
And a word on what the game is for. Obviously, the proceeds, the Arsenal Foundation. We heard a bit about the work there. Ray said he's been out in Jordan. Just give us an explanation about why this game is going ahead and the importance of it.
Well, the game's going ahead is to raise money for the Arsenal Foundation, and Ray said something in his speech about the smile on the children's faces when they actually see that they've actually got a football pitch, because these people have got nothing. And he said that would stick with him for a long time, and you know, it's something that's caught my mind. You know, and if we can make a difference in any way, you know, just to put a smile on people's faces, then it's all worthwhile.
And we've just come back from the World Cup, from England reaching the semi-finals. What did you make of their achievement to get that far under Gareth Southgate?
I thought it was a fantastic achievement, because if you look back, if somebody had said to you to get to the quarterfinals, we would have took that, but we got to the semi-final. And we had a great chance of going through to the final. It wasn't to be, but it's a squad that's a very young squad, and it's going to develop. You know, I know other countries will develop as well, but that is a great experience for them players to have played in a World Cup semi-final is really a special and great experience.
And a word on Jordan Pickford. Obviously, at the start of the tournament, we weren't really sure who was going to be the goalkeeper, but Jordan stepped up in a penalty shootout in a major tournament. Has England found a number one now for perhaps the next 5-10 years?
He's certainly going the right way. You know, like you say, when the tournament started, I didn't know who was going to be number one. You know, and if I would have edged towards Jack Butland, because he was a little bit more consistent. But Gareth made the call. He made a brave call in leaving Joe Hart out, but then chose Jordan as his number one, and boy did he repay him. You know, it weren't just the penalty shootout; it was saves in games that he made, and it's not just his saves that he's doing, it's his distribution. You know, he's had a fantastic tournament, and he just needs to keep building and building. You know, he's got a great chance of being England's number one for a long time.
And Arsenal have their own conundrum over a number one. We've got Bernd Leno come in, they've now got Ospina, Cech, Leno. Is there going to have to be some movement there? You can't seemingly have those three keepers at one club like this.
I know, you know, it's going to be difficult. You know, I would imagine that one of them will leave, but yeah, we still don't know who's the number one. You know, and I'm always cautious as to when a goalkeeper comes into the Premier League, because it takes him a little while to get used to it. Because if you think back at like David De Gea, you know, he really struggled in his first season at Man United, but you know, he's really pushed on since then. So you know, if Leno or Leno, I don't know how you say it, I don't really know a great deal about him, if I'm honest, but you know, if he is the number one, it'll be interesting to see just to see how he adapts to the Premier League.
Do you think in that sense it's perhaps wrong to write off Cech, given his experience of the league and how well he knows England, to think he'll just be usurped by someone who's come in and never played in the Premier League?
No, I don't think he'll get written off straight away. You know, you don't disregard that experience and a guy that's won everything in the Premier League, and he's won the Champions League as well. You know, so don't disregard that, you know, because he's still got a lot to offer. But you know, the sooner we know who is number one. What is interesting, Petr's took the number one jersey, you know, so that means that he wants to stay around for a while.
And a final one on Arsenal this season. What do you think would be a success under Unai? Is making the top four realistic, or is it looking longer term than that and understanding it might not all click in 12 months?
If I'm honest, I don't think it will click straight away, you know, because it's a new manager. It's a whole new, different way of Arsenal. You know, I'm back here today, and I'm still seeing Arsenal's face everywhere. I see him in the dugout and moaning and groaning and throwing water balls and struggling with his zip and stuff like that. So it's going to be really hard to get used to somebody else being, you know, in that seat. So it will take time, but I think realistically, I think top 4 would be a great season for us.
Thank you, David. Appreciate your time.
Cool. Thank you.